welcome back to the channel. This is Rob here at Wrecking and Reviews. So we're back with part 3 of The Outer Worlds. It's early in the morning. I gotta go to work in about a couple of hours. I want to get at least one of these going. That is what a manta queen looks like. That is not something you want to meet. Look at how looks like little ones come out of its stomach or something like that. Ugh, that's just wow. So where we left off with Edgewater and the corporation Spacer's Choice runs this area. And we are supposed to find some people who aren't paying their funeral bills, I believe is what it is. We're supposed to convince them to pay. Let's go to our journal here. Yeah, we have to collect gravesite fees. Convince people to do it. This is where I think my intelligence level will be good. Hopefully I won't have to shoot anybody. Titus Androidicus. This is the Fallout stuff that I love. This is the Fallout type stuff, the humor, the taking the world and being weird with it. I still can't get over that. I just love this. I honestly, I want like to be able to get a screenshot and have this be my wallpaper. Okay, so we're gonna go talk to Ludwig Miller.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love living here.
Anything else?
Where are we headed?
Where does dude go? Oh. Ooh, we have a workbench. Yeah. Let's use it. Okay, so. Alright, so we got Plasma Mod. That's cool. I like that too. We got the damage type. We got a zapper. Okay, so we don't have any more mods. Let's repair. It needs to be repaired that bad? Wow. Okay, so I think I want to switch out some of this stuff. So I want... Where's our hammer? Didn't we have a hammer that has like shock power and shit? Yeah, I'm liking that. Alright, so seriously, where's the freaking hammer thing that we had? Well, which one is it?
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies. That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance? Go on. You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you, scanning you with its murderous oculars. Mechanicals have been programmed to eliminate the human race. They've been programmed to replace us. First, they will rob us of our jobs. And once they have taken away our livelihoods, they will take away our very lives.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the side of let's kill the robots. I feel like if I make this decision now, it's gonna come back and bite me in the ass. But
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's chaw. A few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid. Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. You did? Well, colored me impressed, soldier. Wish I had a dozen recruits with your gumption. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years. Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter. On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
I don't have time for this.
see, I didn't know I was stealing then. Like I see all this stuff here now, but that didn't come up with like a red. I think I'll have to wait and see what happens to this guy, I guess. Well, I do like that things matter, and it's just like Fallout. You can't just take anything without consequences. You can't just kill people without consequences. I mean, this guy wanted me to deal with that robot. I did. I turned it on, or I had her fix it. So I don't think that's exactly what he had in mind, but okay.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick. Wait, no. Damn it. Okay, listen. Maybe I am feeling a little under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend. Please, don't tell the constable. She'll toss me in the sick house. I would have confessed before the good vicar. Get some ablutions for my spirit. Just never found my courage is all. Hey, you're hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't ya? Do a good turn for an expiring old man? Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work. That's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. I'll do what I can. I tried medicating myself with adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy. More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough. You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand. I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly. So you'll do it then? You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Lord, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it. Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives. Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Look, I got my gravesite fees right here. See? I'm good for my word. Get me that medicine, and I'll see to your payment. I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
So I'd be ripping this guy off too. Okay.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Phyllis Granger. This guy's closer.
But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. Thank you, no. I despise the cereals. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. My apologies. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. Barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged.
Alright, so where the hell is Phyllis Granger now? There she is.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. If you're not familiar with ward law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me.
Oh, yeah?
Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable. Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
Wow.
First of all, that's a horrible thing to say. Secondly, yes, we did. When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, We would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all, as Adams be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's graveside fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
So it's clear you got to be kind of careful what you say to people because, like always though, but there's like no black and white for these people. Yeah, Rich, I do. It's a little bit of a mix of different games, and I really like it. I haven't gotten into enough combat to know for sure like how much I like it, but so far so good. Alright, so I gotta talk to Silas. It's pretty fun. It has a different kinds of system, like it's not VATS like Fallout has, but it's got a slow down time thing. Um, it's so early in the game that I'm not. This would be like a review in progress, but it reminds me of everything I liked about what Obsidian did with Fallout New Vegas. So, what the fuck is over there? It looks good. It feels good to play as far as like the controls and everything. I have not figured out all the different things I can do yet. Like I should like see. Like I thought I was supposed to be able to give this person stuff, but so far I've not been able to give them anything. I haven't been able to figure out how to stash uh, stuff that I don't want to sell yet, but can't keep. So that's the only thing I'd say about this is that I'm level 4, and there's still so much to learn about this. So
Hey, Miss Marvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this fella.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
Fallout New Vegas is different. I felt like I was a real puppet master. There were so many different things to do. I mean, it's just as big as Fallout 4. It's weirder than Fallout 4, if that can be believed. I just like the story more. I like all the interconnectedness of everything. It has a more satisfying ending. It's just, it's buggy. Fallout New Vegas was buggy, but it was just a blast to play. I can't begin to tell you how much I enjoyed that experience. Every day was like trying to ride a line of playing all these different sides against each other. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that in this game, but choices I can tell are already mattering. So it's pretty dope. But if you can get your hands on New Vegas, man, give it a shot because it's really interesting what happens, the choices you make in that.
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you? Yeah? The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. Is there a reason you asking? Alright, easy now. No need to get your hackles up. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you. Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about hope this and colony that, but you need to stop, or there's gonna be trouble. Trouble's in the asking. Board don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like. Frankly, neither do I. Something I can do for you?
Jeez, man, this guy was ready to go, like, you know, take me out or something for talking about it.
You run into any trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Just get bought on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room. Well, that's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
Well, he's got no compunction, does he? He's all about don't talk about the company, but go ahead and extort one of these people. What an asshole. Oh, what's in here? Do you want to end your years in luxury and comfort? Do you dream of walking beneath the vaulted arches of Byzantium? Early retirement is finally here. Early retirement is your ticket to Byzantium. Early retirement is Chairman Rockwell and Minister Clark's gift to you. Selection for the early retirement process is by lottery. Winners enjoy an all-expense-paid trip to their new life in Byzantium, the Jewel of Halcyon. That's interesting. So I'd be stealing in here too. Man, I'm afraid if I do anything in this room, I'm gonna get attacked. Alright, well, let's go extort the barber. So I can't steal, right? I can't steal from this guy, but I can. Receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to leave. Have to call it for what it is. Destruction of property. He was an asset. So this is the guy who shot himself. This is going to ruin us. So I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Her heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet, see? You use the bits to pay his body price, see? And nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. So Phyllis is trying to, ooh, look at this. We got some dirt. So Phyllis, the lady who said she's paying to have this guy's remains, is really trying to make money off of it, and she's using this guy to do it.
What can I do for you? You know about Eugene? How?
No, I just walked past you.
You were probably poking around my things. I really shouldn't leave my letters sitting out in the open.
No doy.
Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures.
I like how he's looking at
You're
her
gonna
and
have
not
to
me.
ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees. I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU. Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
That lady lied. That lady lied to us. This is interesting. I'm really... I am really curious now if I can go back to that place and talk to her about how she lied to me.
Wonder if the plague's over.
Hell, where the hell is the place again? It's over here. We're gonna go find out if we can confront this person about what they just told us, like paying fines and stuff. Is she still up there? Alright, we need to find Phyllis. Is that her? There she is.
Somebody's been spinning a tale about a lost colony ship. Talk like that,
Oh, yeah?
and report it real quick.
We
Paid
can.
those burial fees, didn't I? Let the dead sleep.
Yeah, I see that Joker, yeah, is the highest grossing R-rated movie ever made. Yeah, that's... I guess I'm not surprised to hear that. Still not gonna see it. I found your letter to
Did
Conrad.
anyone ever tell you not to go rifling through other people's correspondence? Yeah? Well, disabuse yourself of any clever notions involving extortion. I'll have you know nothing I wrote in that letter was unlawful. Never mind. I don't have to explain myself to you.
Let's push this topic.
What's on your mind?
Nicolas Cage is fine, man. He's in a lot of financial trouble, so he makes it whatever movie comes down the pipe. Sometimes you get good Nicolas Cage, sometimes you don't. Alright, I tried to push it. She said that she didn't do anything wrong. She lied. But I like that I could go confront her about her lie. Nah, man, I'm not married.
Yeah? What about him? Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this about? Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we were supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away, vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead. Let me know if you find anything.
I don't know what that is. Alright, so we still have to... Oh.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint.
I think I respect the way he makes movies. I don't...
You run into any trouble?
I'm not really that big of
That's gonna take some getting used to.
a fan of his movies. I respect what he...
And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
I respect the skill that it takes to do what he does. I just don't particularly care for the movies. Never been that big of an action movie guy. I like Bruce Lee, though. I like Bruce Lee movies. Alright, so let's... He said that there was footprints heading away from a grave. Like you could see all these footprints here. Well, that's how I feel about, some things myself. One man's trash is another man's treasure kind of thing. Alright, yeah, let's go get our gun. Yeah, I heard about the Evil Dead thing. I don't know. I'll play the game, though. If it's any good. Don't know if I really care about another Evil Dead movie, though. They're all kind of just the same thing. Most horror movies are. Just a bunch of people getting killed. Yeah, it does. I started playing Red Dead 2. Too big for me right now, so I put it down because I was not going to be able to commit to playing it as much as I wanted to. Sitting in my PlayStation, waiting to be played someday, like to finish being played. I'm not gonna go back to that game until I can. I'm sure you could be a lot of things in that game. And everything I do in here would be stealing. So let's just talk to the bartender and see what happens.
I don't know you.
I don't know you.
Amelia Kim, Spacer's Choice Beverage Dispenser. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here. You really think so? That's kind of you. I've been trying to keep the floors clean. You got no idea how long it takes to scrub the tiles. Guess I misreckoned you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to be curt. We just got some problems lately. I can get you a drink if you'd like. Gotta ask you to enjoy your beverage within the premises, though. Can't risk you bringing a drink over to those deserters. You understand.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, I think that you're allowed to, like in games like Red Dead, to be characters like that. I've gone the renegade route in Mass Effect, but I've never just been full on. Well, I don't know if I want to play as a racist. I don't know really what that does for the character. I mean, I suppose you could always play in these games and just be nasty to certain people, but that's just me.
Traitors. The lot of them. A bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of
I don't have a problem with it.
rung leeches.
I just don't need it.
Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you?
And I don't think, and he's not an anti-hero. Okay, let's just get that straight. Okay, if you've ever, you know the Joker's not an anti-hero. He's a villain. But that's neither here nor there. I don't need a Joker origin story or want it. I am sure that Joaquin Phoenix put on a great performance, like he always does. It's just that I don't care. I just don't care to watch that. It's just not my thing. I don't need for somebody to give me a Joker origin story mixed with political leanings that I don't need shoved down my throat. I already agree with those political leanings. I don't need a movie to tell me what I'm already thinking about the haves and the have-nots. But this is a gaming stream. I'm playing The Outer Worlds, so if you want to talk about the game or whatever, that's fine. But I'm not here to answer everybody's questions today. I'm here to play a game. So, no offense, man, but I don't want to keep stopping and starting for stuff like that.
Coming right up.
Okay, so there's supposed to be a trophy for taking like a bunch of stuff at the same time. But I don't know if that's all here. Mind attributes, mind attributes, mind attributes, mind. I'll come back to this one, I think. Alright, so now let's go back to return to Ludwig. Alright, so. Well, like in these questions and chats, it's like when you write stuff like, what's your problem with the new Joker flick? It's like you don't know how to exactly take the tone of what it says. Because it's like, hey, what's your problem with the new Joker flick? Uh, you know, I don't have, like I said, no problem with the movie. It can exist. It's just not for me. I'll probably see it when it comes out. No, I'm not. I'm sticking to my guns on this. I have no intention of seeing the Joker movie because it's just not. It's just not for me, man. I'm a purist for as far as comic books. The only reason this movie made money is because it's about the Joker. That's the only reason. I don't just go see everything blindly because I want, you know, like, if it's just no. Escape Plan 2. Yeah, man.
Bring us honor, soldier. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge.
All right, we got a shotgun.
Of the law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig. There's a workbench right through this door. Attach that unit to your favorite weapon and go forth into glorious battle. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
Never really, you know, Rich, when it comes to movies with Sylvester Stallone, I've never been that big of a Stallone fan. Never really did it for me. So it's easy to avoid these movies that he makes. It's funny. I was just watching a video with where Stallone's mother was in it, called "Shaping Up America." It was hilarious. She has the same like mouth as him, so it like hangs open, just like his. Well, I bet you they'll. I'm surprised that don't they have like a Rambo game or what other movies has he been in where he's just killing people?
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters.
Gross incompetence. So he's not a very good security guard.
Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
Hey man, like I said, everybody has the right to an opinion. I don't like Stallone that much. I'm trying to think of what I liked him in. I liked the very first First Blood. I thought that was a very good movie about, you know, post-traumatic stress and how soldiers were coming back from Vietnam and being disrespected and things like that. But other than that, he's just never been my thing. I like Demolition Man. That was fun. Demolition Man was hilarious. But I think Copland. Copland, I take it back. In Copland, I really liked Stallone because he played off type. He was overweight. He was stupid. He was, you know, like he was a damaged person. It was like one of the riskiest roles I think Stallone ever took, and I really respect that movie. I do like Copland. If you have not seen Copland, check it out. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical, not exactly a brain. See, this is what happens. Now I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in a game. Alright,
There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries. So you can't rip one out of its corpse. You're gonna have to find an intact model somehow.
I don't reckon so. I work with gears and pistons.
Yeah, Copland's got
Stuff
everybody,
that
man. It's
comes
got
to
De Niro, it's got
needles and
Harvey
chemical balancing
Keitel.
outside my ken.
You know, she names the mechanicals she fixes. Calls them Bess and Clancy and so on.
Got Ray Liotta.
Keep a careful eye on
It's
her.
got,
Could be a sympathizer.
oh man, there's a lot of people in that movie. Robert Patrick.
Don't tell anyone, all right? I've got a contact. A real expert in the inner workings of the automaton. We are gonna rip those mechanical secrets right out of their circuits.
No worries, man. It's early in the morning here. It's probably like way later, or you know, even tomorrow, for all I know where you guys are. Um, it's only 8:42 in the morning. I just got up, so it's a little like it's easy to get distracted.
Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact. Didn't know I had to be all prissy about my grammar around you. If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
You know, I actually have wondered why Stallone's never been in a Tarantino or hasn't been in a Tarantino movie yet. 12:45 a.m. tomorrow. So yeah, I mean it's really late there, or really early Sunday. I'm talking to somebody in the future, everybody. It's all right. Let's go. What's our next mission? We're still doing this. All right. Long tomorrow. Retrieve the cache of medicine. Okay, so we got the. Okay, so all this stuff has to do with the geothermal stuff. So we're gonna go to the Long tomorrow and go kill some, get that medicine for old dude. Only 2 upcoming games. What games are you excited about? Dragon Ball Z and Digimon. Well, that's a definitely very specific couple of games. I could never get into Dragon Ball. I watched and believe me, I watched the very first season when it was available in the United States. Um, and I liked the first season, but then I just kind of I outgrew all that stuff for the most part. And Digimon, I like I said, I watched Digimon when it was first out. But again, it was something that was for younger people, and I mostly watched it because I was drunk all the time. And to Benjamin Maynard, this game looks awesome. I want to go pick up a cheap Xbox and get a copy. Well, this is on PlayStation 4, and I only paid $50 for it at Walmart because it just came out. All right, it told me that I have to go in here. Yeah, visually this game is stunning. Obsidian really brought it home. This is like Fallout New Vegas looked fine. It looked like Fallout. This has got a definite graphics upgrade and looks a lot to me like BioShock. So I guess I gotta find my way around this place. But like, Like, look at that. Seriously. That is just... That is just some gorgeous looking stuff, man. And I have only encountered a couple of frame rate issues. That's it. I've not encountered any bugs yet. I mean, people walk through you sometimes, whatever. Those things just never bother me that much in games. Well then, yeah, definitely. I mean, you can get it for Xbox 3, Xbox One. I better start being careful here, because never know when you're gonna run into some people. I've been kind of just running straight out. This will probably be the last thing I do before I take a break, because I gotta work in about an hour. Oh shit, see, this is what I'm talking about, man. I was looking at the... I gotta get out of here and rethink this. I was looking at the comments. I just walked right up on him. I need her to not be stupid. Yeah. Oh, they're following my ass. Alright. I'm gonna read the comment here. Richard says, yeah, Digimon can get pretty dark sometimes, especially the third generation. The last few generations, the 6 new movie series are pretty garbage. They're like 6 generations already. I mean 7. Yeah, I heard that it changed a lot. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I don't even watch Digimon, but I know. Like, I watch enough stuff to kind of know what you're talking about. Alright, let's see if we... Oh, shit.
For me.
Oh, well, that's the same thing goes for SpongeBob. Cartoons and all that stuff. Okay, that guy's looking straight at me. We gotta... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. How's he noticing us? Oh, shit.
We can handle this.
Alright, well, I'm thinking I need to stop where... Oh, Jesus. This whole mission was supposed to be about stealth, so... I think we just need to stop here. Because I mean, maybe those guys are all... now that they run after me, I can get into the place easier. I don't want to... I'm trying to play a certain way. Oh, shit. Okay, they're right there, too. Damn it. They don't have a thing for me to... I'm in a minefield here. Go in naked with a knife. Super AI, very perceptive. Yeah, I like that. I don't want to just... an easy experience of... I like a challenge. Well, there we go, except I would have thought that the mines going off would cause a big enough noise for people to know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I'm not stealing for a change. Ooh, look at this. There's a lot of stuff in here. I just played a bit of Dude Simulator 3. What is that? Never heard of it.
Down they go.
Well, I got 2 kills from behind. That was pretty sweet. Now this is definitely reminding me of like Fallout. Like going into a place, sneaking around. Okay, so there's no way out of there, there's no way out of there, but there. Oh yeah, hey thanks man, thanks Rich, see you later. Yeah, I gotta stop here in a minute myself, 'cause I gotta get ready for work. Optional first aid room key. I'm barred. Alright, we're lockpicking it, I don't care.
Hey, that's impressive.
I'll tell you, uh, I'm grateful that I don't have to look for everything that I can pick up. Bone saw is ready. Alright, so we did manage to get in here and get out. This will give us enough chance to get back to the guy that started this mission. We can stop it, and that'll be a good stopping point for this episode. They're saying this game takes around 35 hours to play. Like so far, we're about 4 hours in. Oh, look at this. That guy's right there. There's a lot of guys over there. See, like you can see the frame rate kind of changing. That's the kind of stuff that just doesn't bother me that much, but even Borderlands has that though. Looks like they're playing lacrosse meets baseball.
I'm in very reupload.
Hey, I need to talk to you.
Okay, we finally made it back to this guy.
Somebody's been running around talking about the Hope. Wonder if that's a new drug of some kind. Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting. Sweet, life-giving nostrum. First hit's always the best. Scratched together all the bits I had around the domicile. It ain't as much as it deserved, but it's all I got. You're wringing the blood out of me. Here, you can have whatever's in my pockets.
Well, what do you know? Okay, so skill points are available. We got 10. Let's get our melee skill up. Let's do that. Let's do that. Boom, boom. 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 And we're going to go to Parvati. Oh. Perks. 30 base health generated, threat generated, engineering. Alright, we gave him some health. Alright, well, that is where we are going to stop for now. I want to thank Rich and Maynard here, Benjamin Maynard, for stopping by. We will be back with more Outer Worlds tonight when I get done with work, which will probably make it close to tomorrow. Probably be close to Monday then by the time I talk to you again, Benjamin. So have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you back with more Outer Worlds. Woo!